Welcome, beetle lovers. I have something special for you today. I just found in one of my Kinshi bottles a huge pupa of Dorcus antaeus. I want to show you how I found it. So this is actually the bottom part of the Kinshi bottle, and within here you already see the huge pupa of Dorcus antaeus. It's difficult to show it here because it's so big, but I will show you later it in a little bit of more details. I just put it to the side now. Here is a female that I already have. And if you ask what kind of Kinshi it is a Swiss Kinshi made with 30% of oak, 60% beech, 5% is bran, and 5% is spent grain from beer production with Pleurotus pulmonarius. And the bottles have been filled August last year in the L2 stage. So now it's practically 1 year later that they seem to transform into an adult. So that's why the pupa is already here now, and I have to pay attention that I do not disturb it too much. Also, I would like to show you these two bottles here. I think in one of these here in this direction is probably also a big larva. Here probably it's a dead larva or a dead pupa inside. On the bottom of this bottle here you see the pupal chamber, and it looks quite dark in here, so I think we will find here a pupa, and we will open it also. And here I'm not sure, but I think that could have been the bottle where this female that is in here came from. Also this we will open and have a look. Now first we opened the box with the insect that I think is probably dead already, because this is a typical sign of a construction of a pupal chamber around with this compressed Kinshi, and then inside this pupal chamber. But let's see whether we can prove it now here that this pupa is probably dead. You know that they live for 1 year inside these Kinshi bottles. You don't have to give them no water, no food, because they're living actually inside the food. And if the material is well prepared, after this 1 year it's completely changed. It's not woody anymore. You also see sometimes some kind of this fecal pellets of the stag beetle, and it is enough for a big larva to produce also a nice. That's very bad. It was too wet here. I can probably take it out. It's also a huge. So you see the pupal chamber. Actually, there is a little window underneath here where I have the finger, and you can look inside the perfectly built chamber. But probably, as you can see from this picture here, this pupa was a little bit too wet, so it probably died because the substrate was too wet. So that's one of the problems. While eating this wooden material, they produce some water, and this can make the substrate too wet if it's stored in a place during 1 year. So this probably happened here. So what would have been better is to punch some small holes in here so that it can dry out after the larva was in the stage of a pupa now. So that's really a bad situation for a big Dorcus antaeus like this. So let's open the other the other bottle. I think here there was also a pupal chamber around here, but probably this was the female that escaped through the opening. So they can escape very well. They are very good, and they can bite through even the hardest materials with their mandibles. So let's see what we find here. Also here the material is quite wet, so that's mostly the females are not so. Yeah, so this is the pupal chamber was here. This was probably a pupal chamber of a smaller female, so probably this is the place where this lady lived. Let's see whether we can show it to you. She must be down here somewhere. Yeah, here, look. That's her. Yeah. Yeah, now she's quite active already, so I just leave her in here inside with some beetle jellies. So, and I keep her in a pretty cool place. So why? Because now we are waiting for a male, and if we put her into a hot place, so she will die very soon. If we put her in a cooler place, she can stay alive longer. So now what's here? I have no clue, but I guess in here there could be a larva. So let's see what we find and in what stage we find it. So I cut it open like this. And then let's see what we found here. Wow, look at this huge larva of a stag beetle. This is the larva of Dorcus antaeus. And as you can see, if I put a centimeter here to just show you the size of this animal, you can see it's if we would take it a long way like this, so it would be practically 10 centimeters. Dorcus antaeus. What do? I just compress all this material here that I have into a box like this, because now I have enough of this eaten up material, and this is enough and it's good food for this and then I make a hole here so that she can dive down, and that's it. We let her go here into this hole. Probably she will find it and dive down. So now, and of course we have to prepare a lid with some holes. The material is pretty wet, so it's good to make some holes here so that the material can dry out a little bit. So that would be good for the finish of this huge larva of Dorcus antaeus. Now for the pupa. This is really something special, and I will have to prepare something for the pupa to keep her in a safe place. I prepared 2 of these peat pots. I put them in the water to suck a bit of this water, and so that they are nice and wet. Not dripping wet, but you know that. And so afterwards I think I will construct it like this, so that we'd have a pupal chamber that is around a little bit more than 10 centimeters. So that would be good for this big pupa. So that's how we actually prepare it. And now I want to show it to you take it out carefully, because this is now really one of the wonders of nature that we can see here. It's a huge pupa of Dorcus antaeus. So I have to pay attention a little bit that I do not put her on this wet surface, but I clean it a little bit, and then I can show it to you. Dorcus antaeus pupa, big one. Now that's a centimeter here. You see the huge mandibles of the animal. So that will be a very, very nice and beautiful Dorcus antaeus. Yeah, probably not a record one, but could be close to 10 centimeters if we can manage to help that she can develop to an adult perfectly. So here you see the pupal chamber. I just present them just to so now let's take her here and put her onto this, yeah, that we can see it here. Yes, what we do, we will put her into this. It will be, I think, from the size it will be perfect like this, and also the material is soft enough, so if she has to move around for a closure, she has enough space here. If we look at the original chamber here, so that has a diameter. The diameter of this chamber is around, how much is around 4 centimeters. So if we have this also, we can say, yeah, that's enough. It was 4 centimeters in diameter, that would be good. And we prepare the box like this. So, and that will be the pupal chamber afterwards. But now first I want to make some very nice, beautiful picture with the other camera. So thanks for watching. If you want to know how it closes, stay tuned to the channel, and we will come back as soon as we see something. Bye bye.